Welcome to the Savage Den.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode 15 of the Savage Den podcast. It has been a year. Have you missed us? I know you have.
Missed me.
That was a rhetorical question. My name's Don, also known as Hobo Snacks TV. With me are my brilliant guest stars. We have Chris, Asylum Jerk 666, also known as twitch.tv/Asylum Jerk. Say hi, Chris.
Fuck off.
We also have Nathan over here at twitch.tv/Ravaging Savage. Why don't you say hi, Nathan?
Fuck off.
And last but not least, we've got twitch.tv/R2J Craniums, aka Jonathan. Or do you prefer John or Johnny? I don't know. I've never actually asked you that question.
What? Your name's John?
No.
I thought it was.
No.
Well, we should probably start again.
God damn, you're terrible at this.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Oh fuck. Chester's name's John.
Yeah.
You
definitely fucked that one up.
Ryan.
My name is Ryan. You can find me at Twitch. Yeah,
All
you
right,
guys are terrible.
Let's start over, shall we?
Yeah, you guys are terrible.
No, that was great. We don't have to start over.
Okay.
I think we should start over.
We've already burned like 2 minutes. This is great.
All right. Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
burned, lit on fire, and scorched 2 minutes.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
How you
So
Ryan,
boys
how
doing?
about you?
It's Ryan, and you can find me at twitch.tv/R2J Craniums.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I got the website right.
Yeah, you definitely got the website right, but had the name completely wrong, and I've known you for like 2 years.
Yeah. Well,
I like how confident he was
fucking
about
bad
it
at
too.
names.
And this
Yeah,
is
he was-
John.
He's like so confident about it, and I'm like sitting there like, all right, he's trolling me right now because then he knows I'm gonna say fuck off too.
and yet you didn't. You were just like, that doesn't seem
Oh.
right.
Yeah, because I go what?
Well, John, say hi.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
There you go.
Hey, John!
Johnny, how are you doing?
Johnny.
Yeah, who the
All right,
fuck
John
is
Ryan,
John?
famous baseball player.
He actually is a very famous baseball player.
Yeah.
Who?
So, how you guys been?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, mildly depressed. Just seeing where life takes me, right?
Actually, yeah, I can kind of, kind of see that. Nathan, what
Yep.
about you? How you been?
Drowning my sorrows as always.
No, I've been all right. Just phenomenal.
Did you
Phenomenal.
say mildly depressed?
Might be more than mildly, but I haven't
You
been
under-
diagnosed, so
You underplaying that a bit, or
we'll say mildly.
Do you need to talk?
Okay,
Yeah, but not to you fucks.
Oh,
thanks.
Well, all right,
Oh.
no, I take that back. I am talking to you fucks right now. So yeah, fuck it. Therapy is in session, bitches. Let's go.
See,
Oh,
I thought we were all friends here.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chris,
how are
about
you, Chris? Yeah.
All right.
Caveman spoke.
I
Caveman
mean, he did just
spoke.
shave off.
It's
literally
a-
right when you
every hair
asked
on
me
his
that, I was
head.
stretching. I was
Including
stretching
his eyebrows.
and pulling my nutsack out from between my legs.
Oh, that's good.
So I was doing that like lean back thing. You know what
I
I'm
now
talking
have
about?
the visual.
Where
in
you
my
pull your
head.
nuts out from between your thighs. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't need a visual yet. Like he did it on stream.
Oh, hold on. Let me type
I'm
this in.
I'm
I
the
gotta find
only
it.
one right now that is recording this without my camera as full screen. I just have all of us on screen in just random ass locations.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
yeah, he
Actually,
definitely stretched and then tugged his nuts. See, me, I'm more of a fan of the lean to the side and adjust. I don't have to. I'm not a lean back kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Okay,
usually
but see,
stand
here's the thing. When you're sitting in a chair, all of your weight is pressing. It's pressing down on your thighs, which makes your leg meat expand outward, which puts more pressure on the nutsack when it's in between the legs, right? So when you lean back, you're taking all of that pressure off of your legs, and it's not cinching down your nutsack in between your legs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying, which is why I'm a fan of the lean to the side. Basically, you lift one leg.
Yeah, but the
up,
lean to the side only
and that
takes the pressure off of
frees-
one side.
Well, I guess my nuts aren't as big as yours because I can pull it out from under just fine, and just yank the rug out, if so to speak.
I'm the fan of the stand up and shake. Like just stand up, let it all hang out. All right, sit back down.
Well, every once in a while, you have to do that anyway.
Yeah,
Like
Get that-
otherwise, you're gonna have issues.
you get that dead leg. Yeah, Chris, I think last time you guys did a podcast, you moved, right? Moved in between them.
Yeah. Yeah, I moved back down to California because I got laid off from my job up in Washington. And I had not I wasn't enjoying living in Washington anyway towards the end. I kind of didn't like my job, didn't like where I was living, just nothing. And then the pandemic happened and they laid me off. And yeah, the pandemic happened, I got laid off, and I moved back down here to California.
California.
Can we address the elephant in the room again?
Yeah, what's the elephant?
Not the old elephant, but the new one.
Okay.
We should probably
balls?
explain. Oh yeah, his balls are pretty massive.
His balls.
We should probably explain that there's a year gap between this episode and the last, and that's due to a lot of things, but mostly us being lazy and disorganized.
A bunch of lazy assholes.
Yep. And the last time we did an episode, I think it was just the three of us: Hobo, Chris, Don, me. Mr. Ryan here is new.
No, it's John now, apparently.
John,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
John. It's John now, apparently.
That's what the J stands for.
Yeah, totally, because that's what the name
It
of my
makes sense.
We're supposed to
name,
pretend that this is like we're like old friends meeting at a cafe for the first time in like a year, and we have to like, what have you been up to, type thing. So yeah, that's what we've been up to. Absolutely jack shit.
Yeah, it's
I'm
staving
telling
off the will to jump in front of a bus.
I'm gonna blame it on COVID.
Yeah, a lot of it has
Nice.
to do with COVID. For
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is all that goddamn COVID's fault.
yeah, fucking COVID.
Fucking COVID's a piece of shit.
It really is.
It
I
really,
found out
really
that,
is.
I might have been exposed on Friday, so that's super fun.
Stay away.
Yeah, fortunately,
Exposed?
Stay away.
work from home. Yeah, my not an hour ago, my girlfriend tells me that her boss texted her and said, "Hey, I took one of those like home rapid tests and tested positive for COVID." And yeah, the last time she saw her was Friday, and if she's testing positive, that means she probably had it on Friday. And she and I have been hanging out all weekend, so if she gets it, I'm definitely gonna get it, and if I get it, I'm probably gonna die. So in that case, nice talking to you guys.
Does that mean you guys had sex?
Oh God.
You guys had
Wait.
sex, didn't you?
Wait, why would you die from it?
Well, I'm pretty at risk. I'm a severe asthmatic. I mean, fortunately, I've got all my shots. I'm scheduled for a booster shot this coming Saturday. So fingers crossed I don't actually, well, neither of us actually get it. Really hoping that, her test was a false positive, because it wasn't one where she like went to a center or like her doctor was like, "Yep, you got COVID." It was like she took the test at home because she's like feeling kind of sick, but like her husband doesn't have it, none of her kids have it. So, fingers crossed.
Did you just say your girlfriend had a husband?
Wait, he's talking about her.
boss's husband. My
Oh.
girlfriend is a nanny. She works for a family.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that changes things.
So you have an office, right? Like game room,
Mhm.
office where you work, right? So are you just
Correct.
like setting up an air mattress and sleeping in there, or?
Oh hell no, she's sleeping on the couch. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay. That's
Quarantine.
fair.
Mine.
Well, you would think
Ruined.
if you're going to be in a quarantine, you're going to be in a room though. Like if you're going to be in the living room, like you have full access to the fridge, you have full access to everything in the living room. He's got to cross through the living room,
Yeah, just stuff your girlfriend in the closet or something. Feed her every so often.
Yeah,
I mean,
just,
she has
6
her
foot
office
pole,
as
just,
well.
Okay.
or it's more of an art studio than an office, but we do have separate spaces that we can go to. So that's
So
a
what are
plus.
the statistics on people dying from COVID that have asthma?
Higher
Probably
than the normal person.
Yeah.
It's a disease that attacks the lungs, so I don't know what the exact statistics are, but it's funny. It made me think of what was it, the 4th or 5th episode that we ever did here at the Savage Den podcast, and we were just hearing these whispers of this shit coming over from China, and it was like, oh, it's just a cold, and like we were like talking a fair amount of shit about it. And then 3 weeks later, they were like, "Yep, we're shutting fucking everything down." So that's been a fun little transition for us.
Yeah, it's been it's almost 2
That's
years and like 6 months.
That's actually not too far back in the podcast, is it?
Mm-mm.
That's
Like, how many episodes did we do after I moved down here?
9 episodes since we did 14 episodes. I think we aired 13 of them.
I can't remember.
And we did that one in particular. I remember because I commented specifically in the YouTube comments saying that we retract all the shit we were talking about COVID, because it's like, oh, it's actually murdering thousands of people. Awesome.
Yeah.
So it was the 4th or 5th episode.
So we've
correct.
actually done 13 episodes because we skipped episode 12.
Yep.
It's an audio
Who-
episode.
No, we didn't
who-
skip episode 12. We all recorded it. We just don't know what happened on your end.
Oh yeah, it was a Nathanism that happened.
Yeah.
Nathan just forgot how to count.
Which is why
No.
we're putting John Ryan in charge.
Oh God, no! I'm
Shut
definitely
up,
not
Ryan.
in charge. It's gonna be a
Man, these
running
were
thing
some
now. isn't it?
banging thumbnails here.
Banging.
Yeah.
I wanted those before
Nathan over
I
here
started my
patting
stream
himself
today.
on the back.
I could have them in the corner just looping as a slideshow, so that people would be like, "Oh, that's what they're recording," and like those are familiar images when I go to find this on YouTube later. But thanks for that.
You still want them?
I mean, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, Lord.
Well, I'll see if I can find them.
I can do it next time. I mean, you don't have to do it right now.
I can.
We're recording a goddamn podcast.
I have
Yeah.
said like 20 words in the past 10 minutes. I think I've
Well-
got time to look for this.
I just
What
want
would
to
you like to
address the
say?
elephant in the room real quick.
All right, let's talk about the new
There's
elephant.
another. How many fucking elephants?
There's
are in this
another
room, by the
elephant.
way?
Okay. So my house is 1,100 square foot. I think I could fit like 2 or 3. Like I think I can fit 3
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
2 or 3 what?
elephants. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've actually never seen an elephant like IRL, like up
They
close.
are fucking gigantic.
Well,
Like
yeah.
that
I
room you're
mean,
sitting in, you're not putting an elephant in there unless it's a baby elephant. And even then, like he's gonna be like fucking using his trunk and taking your hat off. Like
probably.
Do you guys know what the fucking phrase elephant in the room means?
yes, but I would like to hear what Google has to say.
Well,
Yeah. What
actually,
what does Google have to say?
I assume that's what
well-
you're doing with your phone.
Well, you were talking about something that not everyone knows, right? Like that's the whole point of elephant in the room is everyone's hanging out and there's just this big fucking elephant in the room and we're like, okay, why is that elephant in here? Like that's the
Yeah.
whole point of saying that
I
phrase.
know it's just gonna be
Right.
funny for me to say like, all right, I want to address the other elephant in the room, and nobody else knows what the fuck I'm going to say. And it's just funny.
Okay.
Yeah. So this whole John Ryan thing, that's gonna be a running thing now, right?
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until we forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm fucking going home.
I mean, you want the honesty, or do you
You
want?
are home.
Damn it. I always want the honest.
You want the
Every time.
honest?
Every time. Every time. It could be you could be telling me someone's dying, but at least be honest with it and tell me.
Okay.
Yeah. I always want the honest truth.
The honest truth.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Like-
that just be the truth?
If you guys pull up my stream and then you'd be like, dude, he looks fucking ugly. Tell me. And I'll probably agree with you.
I mean, I'll wait
should we
for
tell him?
Nathan to finish what he was about to say, but I will say that.
Thank you.
No problem. Go ahead, Nathan.
I forgot what I was about to say.
Motherfucker.
Must
Oh
have
my
not have
God.
been that important.
No, it
Mm,
wasn't, I guess. What was I about to say?
Well, Ryan,
I-
you're
I
ugly as
don't
fuck.
know. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Dude.
Your beard
So,
looks
like-
like nut hair.
Thanks. I'm going to go shave now. I'm literally going to go shave now because of
You're
that.
gonna pull a Chris. Nice.
Oh wait, I want to see what you got going on your twitch.tv/hobo snacks TV.
He's got-
TV.
He's got everybody pulled up. It's pretty great, honestly.
Oh,
See?
that's really sweet of him.
Yeah.
I even
Really-
got my camera
really fucking
flipped, so
sweet.
it's like I'm looking at you guys when you talk.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm looking at the screen, which entails looking at you. So
I mean, granted,
know.
like all your mouths are like out of sync with Discord because Twitch. But you know, people can see the general expressions on all of our faces.
Good
Feel like it
thinking.
had
I have no expressions ever,
Good thinking, Don.
other
Are you
than
doing a
yelling and
little,
screaming.
like half smile right now.
I'm always smiling.
oh man.
But you guys have any Halloween plans? Halloween's coming up.
Nope.
I got all kinds of fucking Halloween plans that I might not be able to go to because I might have fucking COVID.
Well, let's hope you don't.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Dude,
So
I
if you
got
don't-
plans this week. Like, I planned on going to a minor league hockey game, Cincinnati Cyclones.
Damn.
Always a great fucking time. That's coming up on Thursday. If anybody wants to stream, Skype me at IRL. And then Andy Frasco and the UN are finally coming to Cincinnati.
What if someone actually stream snipes you and shoots you with a fucking rifle?
Then thank
That would.
fuck it's over.
Yeah, thank God it's gone. It's done. I'm over. I don't have to pay taxes or bills anymore.
Would they count
oh
that
my
as COVID
God.
killing you?
Probably not. But yeah, a month and a half is fucking tax time. Thanks for laying that at my feet, Ryan.
Yeah, John, fuck you.
Just wait until April and do it like everybody else.
Fuck that. I want my money now.
Okay,
They're
JG
withholding all this
Whitworth.
shit. Hmm.
JG Whitworth.
Man, I forgot
877 cash now.
I forgot that shit existed because I haven't watched TV in such a long fucking time. Like I consume all of my content streaming. All by totally legal means, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys didn't catch the wink I did towards the camera. But yeah, no, that brings me back to a simpler
There's
time.
a delay. There's a delay. That's why we didn't catch the wink.
There's a delay.
Oh my gosh. You guys
Sorry.
watch anything good?
Did watch that there Squid Game.
Oh my gosh, Squid Game. I actually rewatched it today.
I
haven't
haven't
really?
seen it yet. I haven't
Went
seen
back
it.
through a second time.
I went back through a second time. It was that good. Do you plan on watching it, Chris?
Why is it called Squid Game?
Well, if you watch the show, you would
They-
know
they
why.
explain it within the
They
first
explain,
15 seconds.
yeah, yeah.
The
But
other day,
that's-
Spade did the jingle, whatever jingle, with the girls singing or something like that, and then shot me in PUBG. And I didn't understand what was happening. And Hal goes, "I guess you haven't seen Squid Game yet."
That's
go, no.
actually
That is-
pretty fucking hilarious. I'm gonna need to see
that's-
that clip.
yeah.
We'll put it in the YouTube comments. Don't worry.
It's
Yeah.
probably in the PUBG reports.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
even remember how to access that. I mean, I could probably
So-
Google PUBG report, but
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
not going to.
It's like the first link. So, do you plan on actually watching it? Because I kind of want to talk about
no,
it.
no,
but-
no spoilers. No spoilers.
no spoilers. Well, if he doesn't plan on watching it, then who cares?
I mean, I was
Anybody
thinking-
listening to this podcast or watching any of our streams right now?
was gonna check it
Spoiler
out.
alert. It's been.
I was gonna
it's been
check it out.
Okay.
Spoiler
we'll
alert!
discuss it.
It's set in Korea.
It is set in Korea.
Oh gosh, you just gave away the entire plot.
I did.
Hmm.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
I will say though, like I watched like the first two episodes in English, And then I switched it to the Korean version, and then I rewatched the first 2 episodes. The Korean version is so much better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why? No, you
I
you
just-
watch it with Korean audio with English subtitles. Like
Oh, yeah,
watch it
it's-
the way it was fucking made, but just in a way that you can understand what the fuck they're saying.
Okay, so I thought
switched-
typically when I like quote unquote watch TV, I'm doing other stuff. Like I'll throw on TV and I'll like go make dinner, go cook, go clean, all this other shit.
That's what
And then-
music's for.
Yeah, I sit in a car for 8 hours a day while I work. All I do is listen to music. So sometimes music gets a little old.
Well,
but-
soon you'll have a podcast to listen to.
Exactly. Yeah, and well, the fact of the matter, what I'm trying to say is I would watch it or I would listen to it and then I had to have no fucking clue what's going on. So then I had to actually stop watching it. And then I was in my car one day while I was working and I was doing absolutely fuck all nothing. And I was like, you know what? I'm fucking watch Squid Games on my phone. Watch 2 episodes on my phone in Korean. And I was like, fuck, I need to go home and watch this. Just went home, turned on the TV, sat on the couch, watched fucking 9 episodes in one day.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow, what a loser.
Hey,
Got
I
him.
mean, I spaced it out over a couple of days, but I can
Well,
see the
loser.
appeal.
What a
I mean,
loser.
I binged it all in one day, and then so like 2 nights ago, it was my best friend's dad's birthday party, and they throw parties like no other. They get like live music going. They have a night like they're very fortunate people. They have, and they had one of their friends there, and he's playing guitar and stuff like that. Lots of food, ribs, wings, bunch of alcohol. It's a good time. It's a good old shandy. And come back from their house and immediately started watching Squid Games again. Got hooked again. I was like, I need to finish this. Came home the next day, started watching it. Good lord.
Holy
Gazoon tight.
fucking lack of mute button. Anyway,
Gazoon tight. But then like I came home and
It's gonna be in
next
the
thing you
recording
know-
and everything anyway. So
yeah, mute your fucking mic. Anyway.
fuck you.
No, fuck you guys.
I got something for you.
What's going on? Thank you. Thank you.
Vape.
I needed that in my life.
Mm.
But
People listening to
basically,
this
I came home and just like rewatched it again, and I finished it today. It was
Nice.
great.
It's I mean, back to the core of what Chris was asking. Yes, it's entirely worth watching. I was highly entertained the entire fucking time. There was a single point somewhere in the middle where my girlfriend was like, I don't really care what happens anymore. But I'm not going to go into any more detail than that. She and I had a fundamental disagreement really on just like what the whole point of the thing was, like why it was even there. So that was a fun conversation.
Have you guys ever seen You, like that TV show on Netflix?
No.
Hashtag
Yeah, the
sponsor.
first season was all right.
I watched the first season through, didn't watch the second one, and then I realized that there's a third season that came out the other day, like 2 or 3 days ago. And
I thought that was a movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
no, it's a TV show. There might be a movie. I'm not 100% sure, but
Where he like falls in love with an AI or some shit.
that is definitely not the plot of it. But there was. I was talking to some of my best friends, and like their girlfriends are like sitting there throwing an all-day binge fest of the 3 seasons of You, and like the first season, I thoroughly enjoyed. I don't know about you, Nathan.
What?
The first season I thoroughly enjoyed. Did you?
You're paying attention.
Yeah, I was kind of paying attention. Yeah, I liked the first season, but the second season was just meh.
Okay,
Like
I
the
didn't
first
watch
couple
the
of
second one.
episodes just turned me off pretty hard. I was not really into it that much. Seems to be a kind of a oh fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of TV shows are like that nowadays. The first season's always good, and then the second season is like meh.
There's a lot of movies like that too.
Yeah.
More fun.
Yeah. I kind of want to rewatch it because the first season I enjoyed, but I never watched the second season. So
I've never
I
seen
just
any of those
binged-
shows that you guys are talking about.
I just binged a show last night called Midnight Mass.
Midnight
And
Mass.
yeah, it's different. It's different. It's different. It takes a stab at like it takes Christianity and it quotes a lot of Christianity throughout the show and makes it sound very cult like and just takes some really bizarre twists. It's a good show. I'm not giving it justice with the description or whatever because I'm obviously that's not I don't get paid to do that. But
You
Me
suck
too.
at this.
Can you clarify that statement? Makes it sound cult like?
yeah, because so throughout the entire show, it's basically the whole drink the Kool-Aid Heaven Gate bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
The entire
Jim
show
Jones
has
thing.
that feel to it, right?
Oh, okay.
It's a fictional story. Obviously, if you watch the show, you'll get that. But the people and the characters are it's about a group of people on a small island that are just very driven by religion, and it takes the whole drink the Kool-Aid twist on it. It's
Interesting.
pretty good. I like it because it's like a really small setting. It's very few main characters. It's the entire show takes place on this tiny island with like 24 people on it that are struggling to make it by because of political bullshit. It's
They've got 24 people and they're like fucking around like, no, Jesus this. And the other guy's like, no, that. And they're like, well, I guess we're all gonna just fucking die because
like,
we disagree on some bullshit. It doesn't really matter.
It literally takes a drink the Kool-Aid twist.
Okay, I mean, you don't have to tell us the twist, but
I'm just it's not a disagreement between religion. It's more like the TV show's trying to, if I didn't know any better, I'd say the producer is trying to turn everyone into an atheist.
well,
So if you're
interesting.
really, really into religion and, you know, your Lord and Savior is your oh holy person in the sky, gatekeeper rainbow boy, then I don't recommend you watching it. It's going to hurt your feelings.
yeah.
But if that's not how you feel about religion, you might enjoy it. Which is also why I
It
think you
sounds
should
like
never.
the show is right up my alley. So,
I think you would enjoy it. It's different enough, and it was only like 9 episodes, something like that.
Oh.
8, 9 episodes. That's why I just binged the whole thing last night. It's why I didn't go to bed till 3. It's why I didn't get up till 11.
so this is what all of
Gosh.
us, aside from Chris, have been doing this past year is just fucking binging Netflix.
Binging
basically,
Netflix.
Every show that comes out.
Yeah, just working.
I mean,
I've been
yeah,
doing
most
a
of
lot of.
us have,
Yeah.
9-to-5s.
I've been rewatching a lot of movies. I
can't rewatch movies, dude. Like I can rewatch them maybe like 10 years after I've watched them the first time, but
Okay, so like some of the movies I can rewatch, like without a second thought. Lord of the Rings, Matrix,
Mhm.
and Star
Mhm.
Wars.
Mm.
I can
What a
rewatch any
nerd.
of those. I can rewatch any of those with no second thought. Like, this is fucking boring. I've seen this 2,000 times. Anytime I watch it, I could I'll just watch the entire thing.
Hard agree on the first one. I'm gonna throw you a curveball because the season is very rapidly approaching us. There is one Christmas movie in particular that I will never get tired of watching. Die Hard.
Oh yeah, Die Hard.
One of the best Christmas movies of all time.
I love how Die Hard is like considered a Christmas movie.
And it's not even considered a Christmas movie by Bruce Willis himself.
I know.
And honestly, it pained me a little bit when he said that because I was like, dude, it's a Christmas movie, man. It's about, wanting to be around your family. Like he's trying to pull his family back together. And these terrorists are standing in his way. And I mean,
does it happen
just-
around Christmas? I've never watched it.
You've never watched Die Hard?
Yes, it does. And holy fuck, how have you not seen Die? How old are you?
How old are you again?
I'm not into generic American action flicks for the most part.
It's not exactly generic.
If it's
It
got
was
Bruce
a-
Willis in it, it's generic.
I mean,
It
it's
was a
one of his
trendsetter for
older.
the time.
Yeah, it was one
It's
of
from
his older
89.
films. Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
one of
Like-
those people who like refuses to watch movies that were made before you were born?
No,
He
no,
refuses
there's a
to
lot of
do
movies.
anything that isn't his idea.
What?
I said you refuse to do anything that isn't your idea.
What's that got to
Ooh,
do with
elaborate on that?
all movies I've ever watched that I didn't have anything to do with?
That's
No,
juicy.
you-
Go,
you're
Chris,
You're just
go.
even-
spitting
you
shit
won't
out
even-
now.
Go.
No, you won't even give Die Hard a chance because you said it's a generic action movie when it's a classic. It's a
Just
classic.
because it's a classic doesn't mean I have to watch it.
I didn't say you
I
had
am
to,
saying
just-
that you have to watch it, and that if
Wait,
you
wha-
don't watch it, I'm going to judge you
Very harshly,
for
but
not
like,
having watched it.
okay, who?
Okay, what if I watch it and think it sucks? Are you still going to judge me?
Then you.
I mean, you
Mm,
probably still, you
no.
probably will think it sucks because you think most things suck.
Yeah.
As long as it's for a legitimate reason. You're like,
I
oh,
don't-
I didn't like it because of this. And it's like not a bullshit answer. All right, yeah. I mean, you don't, not
Okay.
everybody has to like it.
I think
right.
if you gave a valiant effort into watching something, you can give a valid opinion of whether it sucked or if it was good or not.
I mean, evaluate it as though it is a Christmas movie. I mean,
Well, I
just
hate
look at
Christmas
it.
movies.
Well, look at it from that standpoint, though. He's
We're off to a bad start.
he's a cop. His marriage is on the rocks. He's flying out to the
Does he
wrong
have-
side of the country, in his opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And he's trying to
Oh,
get
does
the
he have a
family back
buddy?
together.
Does he have like a cop buddy too?
Later on in the movie, no spoilers, but
So he's
Later
got a
on,
cop buddy,
spoilers.
and they go and take on a.
See,
Voice
he's
of
not even
evil.
giving it a chance. He's just
it's-
fucking trash
yeah,
talking.
it's not a buddy cop movie.
Sounds pretty generic so far.
It's gonna sound generic, and it's probably gonna seem generic when you watch it because so many things that have come after it have ripped on just one piece or another, or maybe even the entire thing. It's like 4 or 5 years ago, I went back and watched Back to the Future for the first time, and I was not impressed. I was like, I've seen all this before, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I've seen all this before because the movie was so good at the time that everybody has ripped it off. And so I've seen all the tropes a million fucking times because the movie was so good at the time.
So you want me
Same thing
to
here.
watch it and appreciate it because it
For
was
what
like
it
a
was
trendsetter
At the time. Yes.
instead of like admitting that perhaps things that came later did what that show or movie tried to do, but did it better.
That's how most things work.
I mean,
So-
yeah, ideally the things that
So
come
if
after
I
do
say
it better,
I don't
but-
like it because I like something else that did it better,
well,
that makes me
would
bad,
be,
right?
I mean, no, that would
No, you
be,
can dislike movies.
that wouldn't be an honest judgment of the movie itself. That would be comparing it to something that you deem better and not actually focusing on the content of what actually happened in the movie. I mean, like, take Star Wars as an example.
yeah.
I like Star Wars. I'm not going to go back and watch Star Wars over and over and over again. Like, I've seen the movies. I like the movies. Don't really care beyond that. But Lord of the Rings came after, the original trilogy. I'll watch those for fucking days on end. The stories have similar elements, plucky underdogs, etc., etc. I'm not going to compare those two against each other. You see what I'm saying?
You can
Did
watch
you just ruin
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings for me?
You can watch Lord of the Rings.
Should have ruined Star Wars for you.
a movie.
No.
A movie that involves people walking to a fucking mountain to throw a ring inside to get rid of it. More than you can watch Star Wars.
By 1,000 times, yes.
What?
Mhm.
Disagree.
I don't know. I can kind of understand where
Hobbit.
Don's coming from.
Hobbit, I could watch a few times over because Hobbit actually is like super good compared. I don't know. Between the
Ew.
two trilogies, the Hobbit trilogy is really good. I enjoy that over Lord of the
Controversial
Rings.
statement of the century.
Yeah, I don't know.
Holy shit.
I think
wasn't a
I
fan
think
of The
there should have
Hobbit.
been a unpopular opinion and then said that.
Yeah, that talk about an unpopular opinion. Holy fuck! Why?
Yeah.
Can you go into detail as to why you like the
He likes
Hobbit
musicals.
trilogy better than the Lord of the Rings trilogy? That blows my mind. You're the first person I've ever heard earnestly say that.
Yeah, me too.
Just think it was more enjoyable story.
Fair enough.
Pretty much it.
Interesting.
I think it's a more enjoyable.
I mean, you can't
all-around
argue with it.
experience.
Like he's kind
you
of got a
can't.
point. The story of The Hobbit is probably better than the story of Lord of the Rings. Like the Frodo going on a fucking four how many movies? 3 movie fucking journey to drop a
12
ring into the
hours.
yeah with 1,000 plot holes. They could have just rode some fucking eagles and dropped it off and been done with the entire thing.
Also
But
disproven.
instead,
Disproven.
whatever, bro. Fucking whatever. The Hobbit actually has some substance to the story, but the movie,
The Hobbit is a
which
27-page
the
children's book
story-
stretched out over 9 hours.
the story is good. I just didn't like the movie because it was too much like the book in the sense that it was 90% fucking sing-alongs, and I had nothing to do with fuck that shit. I don't like musical movies, bro.
Are you talking about The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings?
The Hobbit. They didn't have
Okay.
sing-alongs in the fucking Lord of the Rings. They did away with all that shit.
They had a couple.
Had a
There was
couple.
the song that the Hobbits sang in the bar.
Yeah.
Cranium can probably
Yeah, but I'm
like,
just saying, I went into
John
the theater
Ryan
to watch The
probably,
Hobbit.
Thank you.
sing it word for word.
Yeah, John Ryan. I
Yeah.
went to the theater to watch The Hobbit, and I was turned off within like the first 10 minutes because it felt like it was going to be a musical the entire way through. I was like, "Yep, this sucks."
I mean, it wasn't, and I mean,
What do you mean a musical? They didn't
thoroughly
sing until they were in the house.
I enjoyed the Hobbit trilogy personally.
I enjoyed it. I just won't put. I enjoyed it, but I won't put the Hobbit over Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I don't think I can.
It should be illegal. I'm pretty sure in New Zealand it's actually illegal
Probably.
to do that. So, Chris, I hope you don't plan on flying overseas anytime soon.
Did you say it's illegal to like The Hobbit over Lord of the Rings?
In New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yeah.
What?
In New Zealand, it is illegal.
I don't get. Yeah, I heard you. I'm confused.
It's a national law.
So
Well,
the entirety of the Lord of the Rings was shot in New Zealand. It is like a big thing over there.
And it's illegal to put The Hobbit over Lord of the Rings and use it. That's pretty common
Yeah.
knowledge. Do you not know that?
How'd you not know that?
Yeah,
That is not common knowledge.
yeah. Dude, there's
Okay.
actually a pretty cool thing close to where I live in Northwest Arkansas where you can actually rent out Hobbit holes. And
Well, that's cool.
Like a little
Really?
like hotel. It's Hobbit holes. It is the coolest fucking thing. And like there are some that mimic like Bilbo's Hobbit hole. It's
Back
so
end.
cool. Yeah.
Interesting.
But it's so popular though that they're so booked out like a year in advance all the time.
I fully
the-
believe that.
Yeah. And like
Yours
I
not
really
that bad.
want to do one. I really want to do one because they have a natural spring that runs into it too.
Bro, I just found one on Airbnb. This bitch is fucking banging, bro.
Like in Northwest Arkansas or
It's in Russell. What the hell did that say? I'm looking at all the pictures here. Let me scroll back. Russellville, Arkansas.
oh yeah, so Russellville's like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from me.
Yeah, I just sent you a link to it. It's
Yeah.
banging as fuck, bro.
I don't think it's the same ones.
It's $200 a night. Hell yeah, dude.
I don't think it's the
That's
same
not bad.
one. Yeah, but I don't think it's the same
fully
one.
themed
This fucker's
stay.
got a big screen TV. Damn, Bilbo.
That's true.
Bilbo was living in style, so
Hell yeah, he was.
Bro, you live to be 111. It's like, well, you got some time to accrue some wealth.
exactly.
Also, he stole a bunch of shit throughout the Hobbit movies, including, literally a priceless ring.
That could destroy the world. Yeah.
So, dude got some money.
Yeah. I wonder what he did as like his common job. Maybe he was a
Job?
farmer. Maybe he was a farmer. I don't know. Common.
He was
whatever.
clearly an author.
I guess so. He did write some books. Yeah, who knows? I don't even know. I don't even know how. I don't even know how we started even talking about movies and everything like that anymore. Because
it all stemmed from J.G. Wentworth and the fact that I commented that I don't watch TV anymore, and
Oh,
it has
God.
devolved into this. And honestly, I wouldn't say devolved because now we know that
Chris would be
has an
arrested in
opinion
New Zealand.
on one of the most popular trilogies in the world that most people in the world do not hold, which is interesting.
Chris would definitely get arrested in New Zealand.
Well, it would. If I go to Canada, I'll get arrested too because I have a warrant up there.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you do in Canada?
Yeah. How do you have a warrant in Canada?
What'd you do?
Talk
I
shit
went-
about the Queen or something?
No, I went over a. I went over a bridge in Canada that was closed off to semi-truck traffic, and I went over it in my semi-truck.
Oh,
And
so that you got like a ticket or
gave me-
something?
Yeah, they gave me a $1,600 ticket, and I told the officer I'm not paying it. And he said, "Well, you better not come back to Canada then, otherwise you're going to jail." And I said, "You got it."
You got it.
And that was the last time I ever visited Canada.
That's the last time I was ever in Canada.
So like, what'd you do?
called up
Just
there.
tell.
I called the judicial system and inquired about my with my license number, and I said, "Do I have a warrant?" And the lady on the other side said, "Yeah, yeah, you do."
Like,
And
yeah.
I said, "Well, I'm not coming back, so I'm not paying it either." So, yeah.
so
she
good
goes-
luck.
Yeah, she said, "Okay." I said, "Okay." We just got off the phone.
And then they said, okay.
That's crazy. So what'd you do? Did you just like call your dispatch? It was like, hey, I can't go to Canada anymore.
I stopped working for that company shortly after I got that ticket, so it didn't really matter.
Oh, I'm surprised. So the company just didn't want to pay it or for you or
My
I-
ticket. Why would the company pay for it?
I don't know. So like, I mean, I don't know how all that stuff works. So
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question. When you were truck driving, if you got a ticket because of something, was it your responsibility to like for instance, the truck, if it was the tag was expired, was that your ticket?
No, it's not my vehicle.
Okay. So the ticket only applied to you if it was something you were doing wrong.
Yeah,
like a
Like,
like a
okay.
speeding ticket.
that's
Okay.
something that's out of the company's control. It's in my control.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, if
okay,
he was
okay.
like an owner operator, like he
Yeah, if I was an
owned
owner
the
up, then yeah.
truck,
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
That'd be
I wasn't.
different.
I didn't own the truck at all. Correct.
it's crazy. Nathan, you got any Halloween plans?
Nah.
Chris?
I
Like, do
might
people
be
still
going-
do things on
I'm-
Halloween?
What?
What?
I was just like, do people even do things on Halloween anymore?
What?
How sheltered are you?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh.
I mean, Halloween parties, I avoided like the plague last year because there was a literal plague going around.
Yeah,
there,
I'm talking.
there still is
Yeah.
this year.
I was just throwing that in there. I didn't mean to like completely cut you off, Chris. Go ahead.
Threw me off.
When
You're
you
like,
said
I
you
stopped
might be-
celebrating this holiday, so that means the rest of the world did.
I haven't
Um,
heard of. I just thought you went trick or treating. I didn't know anyone actually celebrated it.
No,
Okay, Chris, do you have any plans?
Well, we might be going back to Six Flags to do Fright Fest.
Oh hell yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if we will be or not.
Okay, well, I want to come back around and to ask Nathan, what the fuck?
Hmm?
Okay,
I don't
so
do
I
anything on-
guess this just might be like a Missouri, like Arkansas thing, but like Halloween down here is like a kind of a big deal.
Not here.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. for
Like-
like
I remember when I was young, there was still like trick or treating and stuff, but then as the years went by and everyone was afraid of rapists, that kind of came to a stop. So my family would buy candy, and I would just have a fuck ton of candy because no one ever trick or treated after like I was 10.
Yeah, I mean, you still have like your regular trick or treaters and stuff like that, but like there are parties everywhere for Halloween.
I mean, I know there's Halloween parties like for like the college kids and stuff around here, but I figured that was just an excuse to go out and party like everything else the kids do around here.
not
I
here.
mean, I'll tell you what my experience has been the past, decade and a half here in, near Cincinnati. Halloween, no matter your age, is an excuse to dress up, usually like an idiot, or
filthy whore.
completely slut it up.
Dress up like a filthy whore too. That's pretty common.
Yeah.
That's
I'm-
typically the route
I'm
I go.
personally a big fan of doing the latter. Usually
Like dressing like a slut.
full bare ass.
Oh, nice.
No matter where I go. And getting drunk with friends or going out to bars and just generally making an ass out of yourself because you're like, oh, I'm wearing a costume, nobody's going to recognize me except you're surrounded by a bunch of people that know you and they're like,
Well,
hey, you really made an ass out of yourself that night.
as a Uber driver here in Nashville, it is one of the best times to drive Uber because they're
You get to see a lot
slutting
of
it up
bare-ass
everywhere.
dudes.
Oh, there's no, bro. Downtown Nashville, that is like on Halloween. That is like the A-OK, the go ahead to wear as absolutely little as possible. Like it's freezing fucking cold outside, and these girls don't give a fuck.
This might be a
Same here.
stupid. This might be a stupid question, but do vehicle versus pedestrian accidents go up during Halloween?
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
like
sure
more
they do.
people get hit.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
In big metropolitan areas, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
Mr.
also,
Arkansas
like-
wouldn't know, but
Yeah, but also like downtown Nashville on like big holidays or like Friday nights, Saturday nights, they close off the main road.
Yeah.
So I think it's significantly
just-
avoided, but they close off all the roads and stuff like that. And they have and you're saying Northwest Arkansas, I mean in Fayetteville, Arkansas, there's a street called Dixon Street. It's like it's like Broadway in Nashville. It's where all the bars are. That's the party central spot.
That's
for Northwest Arkansas. And they close off every Saturday night. They close it off, and especially if there is a Razorback game, which is University of Arkansas, which the stadium that they play at sits a block over from Dixon Street. So there's literal walking distance from the stadium where you're getting hammered at during an SEC game to go over to just the Main Street bar central
Actually,
for
way-
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
It's actually way higher than I thought.
What's
How-
the
how-
statistics?
what is
I
it?
looked it up. Let's hear it.
I looked it up. People below the age of 18 are involved in an average of 8.3 fatal crashes on Halloween nights between 4 p.m. and midnight. That's 4.2 more fatal crashes than the average non-Halloween day, and a jump of 130.1% in fatal crashes on Halloween days versus non-Halloween days.
That is
I'm assuming that's per 100,000, but you know,
More than likely,
that
yeah.
honestly is concerning.
I mean, if you want to run over some children, then I guess Halloween's the day to do it.
everyone's doing it.
It was a fucking
Hey,
clown,
join
I
the party.
swear.
Yeah, I got scared. It was a clown.
It was the clown.
I thought it was a ghost. He had the best outfit on, and I thought it was a ghost, and it's just a sheet over their head.
Didn't
He was
realize
dressed
until
like a
was coming
zombie.
through
He
my
was all
windshield,
bloody and
like,
stuff.
You guys don't kill clowns on site? That's just me.
You
It's just me,
imagine?
huh?
We actually had a.
Just me.
I don't remember if it was just here. I'm fairly sure it was like a nationwide thing, but like a couple of years ago, where there were just like clowns just like popping up just to scare people a couple
Oh.
of years ago. You guys remember that?
Yeah,
I
the clown
remember
show.
that.
Around
kinda miss it.
here, it was like 2 or 3 times a month. Somebody would be like, I saw this clown walk out of my cornfield holding what I thought was a knife. So I grabbed my gun and I go back outside and he was gone. So I called the police. That happened like a lot around here. But from what I understand, it was like a nationwide phenomenon.
No, it
It
was.
was a nationwide thing, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure a guy actually got shot in Missouri over that.
That doesn't surprise me.
It really
October-
doesn't. Yeah.
October is one of the deadliest months for traffic accident fatalities. In
Shit.
2015, October accounted for the third highest number of motor vehicle accident fatalities.
Damn.
What was the first highest?
Over I don't know. There's a link. Over 70% of Halloween pedestrian accidents occur away from the intersection or crosswalk. That's not a surprise. Children between the ages of 12 to 15 account for nearly 1/3 of all pedestrian fatalities on Halloween. Drivers between the age of 15 to 25 are the most likely age group to be involved in a Halloween traffic accident with a pedestrian.
That is extremely
So I'm
concerning.
just about
not gonna
clear
lie.
then. Nice.
Nice.
Because probably people your age, Don, don't go out.
Well, that was my age group was the one running people over. Well, our age group, we all fit into that currently.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go mow down some, what do you say, 12 to 15-year-olds? We'll make a pact right now.
The actual fact is I would not be upset because they say some really stupid shit too.
Well, I mean, 12 to
This
15.
other website says that you're 43% more likely to get hit by a car during Halloween.
Nice.
Damn. Do you guys
God
remember
damn.
going? You guys remember
Nature
going
was
trick or
scary.
treating?
Oh,
I went
absolutely.
once.
You went
I went all
once.
the time as a kid.
You went once as a
I didn't
child,
until I was
Nathan?
like 13.
I had like 3 neighbors, bro. I grew up in the boonies.
Dude, I was 6'1" at 13 years old, walking around like trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
You're like,
Imagine.
fuck out of here, grown ass adult.
You imagine if like Don moved to a new area at
Got any
13 years
money?
old, 6'1", on Halloween, goes out trick or treating, trick or treat. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of my lawn! What the hell? You imagine that?
Goddamn teenagers.
Damn. You guys like okay? So I mean, Nathan, you're kind of excluded. Chris, you remember going trick or treating?
Yes.
You guys like how like? Did you guys know the houses to hit too to get like the best candy?
Yeah, every neighborhood has their houses that are known for giving out the best candy.
Oh yeah, we So I grew up in a small town, and like town of 700 people. My graduating class was 30, and that was considered huge for that class.
So tiny.
Yeah, I know it was tiny. And there was this house every year since I moved there when like back in like 2nd grade. But every year, you know, when I started actually making friends and got a little bit older, my parents would let me go out. We would go and test the houses and see, you know, which houses were giving out the best candy, which ones would give out the shit candy. You know, the ones that would give like the what do they call those ones? The little triangles, candy corn or something. Yeah, candy corn. I'm not a fan of
candy corn.
I'm not a fan of candy corn.
Oh, it's my shit.
And a lot
Give me
of
all the candy corn.
my friends were not a fan of candy corn either. I was not though. And so we would literally find the ones that would give out the shittiest candy after we would go get our good candy from the good houses and stuff like that. We would then just dress up in all black, egg and fucking TP those houses every year. They got so tired of it that they were just putting out.
Person.
I know, and the funny part is, it's such a small town that they knew who it was.
Oh yeah,
they knew who it was because it's not hard to find out who it was.
It's a little John kid running around, little piece of shit.
Fucking John, little piece of shit.
Fuck everybody.
This is that goddamn John Ryan.
Goddamn it. John Ryan.
Did anybody ever?
We had a bit of the opposite, Ryan.
Really?
We had houses that you avoid, and I did not grow up in a great area. Grew up in a, mid-size American city at the time. And yeah, we had houses where it was like, nope, they're crackheads. Nope, they have a super mean dog that will bite you if you go anywhere near their yard. So yeah, we played the opposite game with that. Like, it's not, oh, those guys give out full-size Snickers bars. Like, I'm going to get attacked by a dog if I go there.
Nathan, what are you doing? And for our audio listeners, Nathan has a
Burn
lighter.
yourself with a lighter.
He's passing his hand over it, trying to set himself on fire. So Nathan, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm a tough man.
Ask Nathan a question about Nathan, so he has something to talk about.
What are you doing?
I was burning my hand, bro.
Why?
Felt like it.
Okay. Well,
The one time you went trick-or-treating, what'd you dress
Yeah.
up as?
Yeah.
I didn't. I just took my younger brother.
I feel like I have to go to Nashville now, and Nathan and I are going to dress up and go trick-or-treating, and I'm just going to be like, hey, he's my little special little friend. He's never been trick-or-treating.
He's short enough.
He definitely is short enough, but Nathan
put a
and I
mask
are
on
Nathan and I are like the same height, so it won't work that well.
Yeah, you guys are like, what, 4'11"? Something like that?
Like 4'8", easy.
We're talking about height?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This motherfucker
Ryan,
said 4'11".
aren't I taller than you?
Taller
Me?
than me?
You're definitely not
Ryan,
taller
not
than Don.
He
Okay.
said Ryan.
No,
Don.
we're the same. We're the same height.
Don. He
Are
said
we?
Ryan.
Yeah, we're like the
Don.
same height.
I don't know. I feel like I had to step on my tippy toes when I was making out with you.
No, you were definitely flat-footed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, were
But you were
French
standing on
kissing
one
while you were
stair
making out,
floor.
Nathan?
Yeah.
That's
you-
what it was. You guys were on stairs.
Were you French
Oh, yeah,
kissing while you were
stairs.
making out, or were you
Oh,
doing
here we
that
go.
weird fucking Nathan thing?
Oh, here we go again.
Where
Here we go.
you don't fucking make out, or you don't French kiss while you're making
Hold on.
out.
Does Don know what we're talking about?
I don't think he
Nope.
does. You might need to fill
All right,
him in.
hold on. Don't
Sure,
anyone say a
most of our
fucking thing.
listeners are
Don't
not
anyone
aware
say
of what this is.
That's fine. They don't have to know. Don, is there a difference between French kissing and making out?
Yes, but one usually goes with the other.
Hey,
But there is a
One
difference.
is basically required for the other to count.
Yeah.
If
And
you're
who
not
the
French kissing,
Have you
you're
ever
not
met
making
a
out.
person in your life that only French kissed?
I'm just telling you there's a difference, all right?
Well, I
You-
mean, yeah,
you-
obviously there's a
Chris
difference. Like,
argues that
they
they are
both have
one and the same.
completely different definitions,
Right.
But like making out consists of French kissing for an extended period of time.
Doesn't have to, but okay.
What's
according
your
to this
definition
virgin, he says that making out does not include French kissing.
Actually,
my
according
gosh.
to the virgin known as Webster's Dictionary, hold on.
Wait, there's an actual Webster's
Here's-
dictionary. I would assume there's an Urban Dictionary, but there's a Webster's.
Oh, my
one?
bad, my bad.
My man's pulling out the Webster's.
He's got Webster's. I could imagine Urban Dictionary.
make
I've
out-
never done this before.
Make
but-
out means kiss and caress amorously.
Where are
amorously.
you reading that? Where are you
Is this
reading
from Urban Dictionary or Webster's?
It's on.
It sounds like
Just
Webster's.
go to Google and type in making out definition. That is the definition of making out.
Okay,
And the
if you are-
definition of French kissing is when two tongues are touching while kissing.
I
You
would
don't
say
have
that's
to touch tongues when you
pretty
make out, and you don't
amorous.
have to. Yeah, you don't have to.
Interesting.
I see what you're saying, but I feel
Meaning they're
like
different.
this is another, hashtag unpopular opinion. I mean, we're going right down the line here. We
Okay.
got Chris on my left, Nathan in my middle. Ryan hasn't said anything extremely controversial yet, but you're next up, buddy.
Me?
There's,
What's
the
controversial?
broad consensus, the I don't know, communal understanding of what making out is that you're going to be French kissing.
No. Making out
If-
can
if-
just be
if-
kissing and
If you told me that you had a date last night, and I go, what did you guys do? And you go, oh, we made out. I'm gonna imagine that y'all fucking sucked tongues, and you felt each other up. That's
doesn't
what I
mean
imagine.
that- no,
They were
doesn't
trying
that
to jam it
necessarily
down
what
your
that
throat.
means. No, not necessarily always true.
Okay, maybe not necessarily. And you're by
Would
that
I-
definition. You're
I
technically
work off
correct,
of
but-
technicalities. I work off of definitions. I don't just say, well, most people when they make out French kiss, therefore they're the same thing. No fucking way. No.
I didn't
By
say they're the
definition,
same
they're
thing.
different.
I
That's
just
Chris.
said one
I'm making fun of
consists
Chris.
the other.
They don't all have to. Whether you think that most of the time they do or not is irrelevant. I'm just saying. It's just like the argument I made that just because I come doesn't mean that I had sex. Unless you consider
That's
jerking
not,
off
those
hand
don't
sex.
compare, Nathan.
Yes,
Those
they
don't
fucking
compare.
do.
How?
That's
Those aren't
not-
even the same.
Bad
If
comparison.
you're making
Oh,
Don
okay,
look at you like
if I go on-
that,
if
then
I go
you're
on a-
doing
if I-
something wrong.
If I go on a date, I'm like, yeah, I fucking came. You're gonna think, oh, he had sex, right? Or while we were going down the road, I was just jerking it and she had no idea.
I mean, if you're doing that, she's definitely gonna know.
There's a
Have to
pretty
know.
good chance she knew, Nathan.
Now, I'm just
There is-
saying that that's
Okay.
the point I'm trying to make. You don't have to French kiss when you're making out.
Okay, Nathan.
Most people do, sure, but
me
you
ask you
don't have to.
Let me ask you something.
What?
Have you ever had a friend before that you talked to and he was like, you know, that girl I've been really into lately? And you're like, ooh, yeah, that, you know, whatever girl. And he goes, yeah, we French kissed last night. What do you imagine when he says French kissing? When he's when
Imagine
someone,
some fucking 10-year-olds sitting there in a little huddled circle talking about their French kiss on the girl behind the bleachers in the gym.
okay, but the act of French kissing, what do you imagine?
If you told me you French kissed, I would just imagine that you kissed each other and stuck your tongues in each other's mouth.
No, you're not listening to the question.
I am listening to
If
the question.
you're-
You want me to say I
No, you're
imagine
hearing
them
me.
making out.
No, you're hearing me. You're not listening. So if someone said, I French kissed a girl last night, what exactly do you picture them doing together? When you
French
say
kissing.
like, okay, but what exactly? So like, do you imagine them kissing, like giving each other hickeys, like feeling each other up, and
I
French
don't-
kissing, like tongue kissing? Or do you
No.
imagine them just sitting back and just fucking leaning forward like this and going,
I mean,
And that's
that
it.
could be what they did.
no one has ever done that, Nathan. Ever.
Yeah, but I promise there has been someone that has only French kissed just because it's like, oh, let's French kiss. It's so different than
No.
actually kissing.
No, but no one's ever done that.
Yeah, little
If you're-
kids
if
have.
you're making out, things are getting hot and kids don't know what they're doing, bro. I'm talking about adults. You don't French kiss a
It-
girl without
we-
making out with them.
You do have to qualify that you're talking about adults beforehand. Because
Okay,
Well,
okay.
Nathan
Adults,
makes
whatever.
a point, like, 14, 15, 16-year-olds, they're absolutely doing some weirdo shit because they don't know what the fuck they're
Exactly,
doing.
which is why there is a technical definition between the two.
with
I don't
each
give
other,
a.
I want
You
to
can't.
specify.
You don't hit me with the typically what happens. You said that making out and French kissing is the same thing. I
They are.
said they're not. They have different definitions. That was the argument,
No, those are just definitions. I'm talking about the act.
which makes them different, Chris. That's what
No,
a
it doesn't.
definition does.
No, it doesn't, because you've never known a single person in your entire life that has only French kissed somebody, and you have known probably hundreds of people that have made out with people, which involves French kissing. You can't
So
do.
I make out
no one
all
has
the time.
ever. No
I
one
make
has
out all
ever
the time
done.
without French kissing.
one
bro.
has
I'm not
ever
even a big
done
fan
one.
of French kissing.
No one has ever
Guys.
done one, and everybody has done the other. They're one
I'm-
and the same.
okay.
I.
Chris,
Oh
hold on,
God.
guys.
Oh, I just
So,
want to jerk off on my monitor
like-
right now.
What?
You're saying
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I'm glossing
Do it, pussy.
right over that. What you're saying is
said he's glossing over
no
it.
one has ever French kissed without then proceeding to make out.
No, he's
I'm
saying,
saying-
that no
I'm
one's
saying
ever made
that-
out without French
I'm
kissing.
saying that no one has ever kissed touch tongues with the other person and it didn't turn into like a hugging, like a heated thing, right?
makeout
Like
session.
No, you're saying that no one has
So
ever
your
made
answer to my
out
question is
without
yes.
French kissing.
you guys are both talking at the same time. What, Don?
Basically, you're answering yes to my question. Is that if somebody is French kissing, there's a 99% chance they're about to make out unless they get interrupted.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
And Nathan, you're saying that Chris is saying that nobody has ever made out without French kissing.
But yeah, because that's what he said.
All right, well, fight.
I make
Who's
out all the
got-
time
Who's
without
got the
French
bell?
kissing.
Who's got the bell?
I'm personally
Ding,
not
ding,
a big fan.
motherfucker.
I am personally not a big fan of French kissing. I'm not. I don't know.
I don't know.
So Nathan's talking from experience.
Yeah.
He makes out without French kissing all the time.
Yep.
That's all you had to say, man.
I'm really wondering how sex goes with you. Like
You seem to be really concerned with my sex life.
I'm not. You know what?
You
I am
bring it up a
concerned
lot.
with- I
You
am.
bring
I
it
am,
up a lot.
I am really concerned with your sex life because it seems boring.
Erica and I
Listen,
seem to have a
listen.
great time.
Erica's
I
on the
don't
other
know.
end. Go get her.
I don't
Go
know.
get her. We'll
I-
squash this right now.
I don't think she wants to be on camera telling you guys how great our sex is, but I'm sure she appreciates it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as
All
long
right.
as you're sure of that.
Call her
But
on the phone and ask.
To be fair, you don't have to make out to have sex. You gonna argue that
That's
one
so
too?
weird. That's such a weird.
How old are you, Chris?
No,
Has
I've done
anyone
that
ever
before.
has
I agree with
anyone
Nathan.
ever had sex with
How-
anybody and
How
not French
old are
kissed?
you, bro? You
Yes.
sound like a fucking high schooler, bro. Sometimes you just fucking fuck. Sometimes it's just like fuck
You
all
just
the
get down to
foreplay
business.
bullshit. Let's just get each other off and fuck. You don't have to spend time making out. That's not getting anyone's willy wet. Fucking eat some ass or whatever and just fuck.
Eat some
Well,
ass. So
let
you'll
me,
eat
Yeah,
an
whatever
ass.
gets each other off.
You'll eat an ass, but not.
No one
French
has ever
kiss.
came from making out. Well, let me take that
Let me
back.
just comment on.
I gotta take that back. I'm a victim of that one before. I'm not gonna lie.
Can
That was
we,
a bit
can we comment on
embarrassing.
the fact that that Nathan just said that that doesn't get anyone's willy wet?
Yeah.
What, making
No,
out?
I'm not glossing over that. I'm honing in.
What
on
is
that
there to hone in
statement.
on? What do you mean?
The fact
Your
that you don't know what
statement.
you're talking
Does
about.
anything get someone's willy wet aside from external factors?
Yeah, sticking it in a wet pussy.
Yeah, I said
No.
aside from external factors.
What do you mean
External
external
factors.
factors?
Do you have a self-lubricating
Putting something
cock,
on
bro?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Does your willy get wet? Given the right, I don't know, impetus?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I said
what you
making
said.
out doesn't get your willy wet.
Right.
Fucking does.
Okay, I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying now.
All right.
Okay.
I think Nathan has a self-lubricating cock.
I mean-
see, that's really what I
If
want
it
to
like a
you
do.
volcano?
do though, if
Is
you
it
do
like a
though,
volcano?
That'd be cool if I did.
I mean, if he did,
Let's
I
spit.
mean, imagine.
Wait, people
Pete.
actually use spit as lube?
Yeah.
I tried that one time and I got yelled at. She was
Really?
like, "You just spit on me?" I was like,
Really?
"Yeah,
Really?
You sound
What
like
the
you should be more
fuck?
concerned about Dawn's sex life.
Yeah,
I
she
don't-
got real worried about it, and we stopped having sex. So
It
that
sounds
was
like
a-
All
Don
right.
hasn't had sex with many partners. That's what it sounds like to me.
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I'm basically a virgin.
Bro, get some
I
some
am a
Astrolube.
virgin.
Astroglide, that's what it's called. That shit's good.
Okay.
Okay.
See, that's
Don-
not sold in my state. Like, I
Really?
can't get that here. I live in Kentucky. They only sell KY.
You have a Walmart?
Hmm.
They sell Astroglide.
Holy fucking shit! All right, missed jokes aside, Chris,
Oh.
what were you saying?
I don't even know anymore, man.
Miss jokes aside.
I don't
Before,
even know
before
what
we
we're
were talking about
anymore.
Astroglide not being available in the state of Kentucky because of the availability of KY jelly, you were going to say something about my sex life.
I was going to ask how many partners you've been with.
Upwards of 30.
God damn!
Last time I counted, which
Don likes to party.
You don't
right?
spit on any vaginas?
I spit on one. She didn't like it.
You spit on
So-
one vagina
wait,
out
so-
of the 30.
That was
Do
it. I
you
was like,
have a self-lubricating dick?
So Don, do you just like carry lube around with you or what?
no, my
He relies- he
is,
relies on the extra-
self-lubricating.
Oh,
relies
so
on-
he's got a self-lubing.
Yeah. He's got
Now
a
it all
self-
starts to make sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Self-lubricating.
It's
Do you have
dick.
a-
It's
do you have a
so
follow-up
weird.
question for that,
It's so
or-
it's so I don't know, man. It's just weird to think about because like when you're with a chick like and you keep doing it like multiple times in a day, right? Like they can't stay wet forever, right? So like
Disagree.
sometimes you have to. Okay, well,
If they don't
Anyway,
stay wet the
in
entire
the heat
time,
of
they
the
stop
moment-
enjoying it.
in the heat of the moment, pretty much with every partner I've ever been with, it's like if you have like a fan on or something in the background and you take it out for like a second and you're like doing whatever, it kind of dries off. So you
Oh,
spit the lube
don't let
back
it
up
get
and put it
crusty.
back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
let it get crusty. Don't try cramming that back in there.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Okay,
That sounds
I
terrible.
just didn't. Why did she yell at you? Did you spit on her, or did you spit in your hand and lube up?
Did you
Well,
miss when you spit?
No, I did not miss. I spit.
Did you like take a step back and go?
You hacked a fucking
You just
loogie on
fucking
their
just
foot,
hold
bro.
on.
there was. This was pure saliva, no loogie whatsoever.
Did you
Okay.
take the deep
No,
breath?
I,
and-
I didn't even pull out all the way. I was just like, oh, it's a little rough down there, and that's over there in the drawer. It's all the way across the bed. I'm not, and
I'm
just
Don.
drop.
I'm
a
gonna
little,
teach you a little something, and you're gonna thank me later.
Oh, Nathan's gonna teach you
Oh,
something. I'm
this
ready
is
for
gonna be-
this.
Yeah,
from
spit on.
Mr.
Don't.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just spit in your hand, bro.
no.
Yeah, just spit in your hand, and
No,
then
I didn't
right in
go
their
from
face. If they dry up,
Because,
you
like,
punk
let's
a
be
loogie
honest, if
right
you're
in
with
their
a girl-
face.
if you're with a girl that has never had her vagina spit on, it's going to be an awkward first experience when some dude's sitting there in missionary or whatever fucking position you like the most, and you on their vagina. Like, that's just kind of weird when you think it's like some sort of like dominance, like peeing on a tree type thing or some shit.
This
You know?
particular
What the
occasion, I was hitting it from the back, and
She doesn't even see you, bro. She's
She
just
didn't-
sitting
she
there
didn't see it
facing her
coming. I
fucking
didn't-
pillow.
there
and all
was
of a
no
sudden she hears
like. Yeah, there was no hawking. I just did it. Like I like pulled like most of the way out, and then I did it and continued. And
Wait, how did she know then?
noticed. Well, she noticed a difference, and I was like, and she.
Well, yeah, it went
Stop,
from
like,
not
she-
being so slippery
Let's-
to being really slippery.
Right.
Yeah.
And she like turned around and looked at me and asked, "Did you just spit on me?" To which I answered yes. And she like pushed me back, and that was that.
Damn.
And it was just
We're
over
done
from
here.
there. We're done.
Okay,
That was it,
we
yeah.
got we were
Oh
we
my
were missing
gosh.
crucial information here.
Are we?
Yes. How old were both of you guys?
In the range of 22 to 26.
How old was she?
22
In that range? Is she a virgin? Well, I'd expect that out of like a 17-year-old or
Yeah, I
something.
would
that's had
expect
sex
that,
one
yeah.
time or some shit, and just my experience with in my high school, early college like sexual experiences were fucked. They were bad.
Oh, I can imagine.
90% of the women
You're
that
a
I had any
gangly
sort of a
motherfucker.
90% of the women that I had any sort of a sexual relation with at like a young early 20s or whatever, like between the 18 and 21 or whatever, most of them just fucking laid there, like had zero clue what they were doing. Then they'd get mad at you. I had a girl one time.
Fuck
This
that,
is not
get
a
mad at
joke.
them.
This is yeah. This is not.
I have
a-
walked
this
out on
is-
girls. that
This
just
is a
laid
true
there.
fucking story. I had a girl one time, and I was like talking to her. She was like really upset because I wasn't like getting it in, and I'm like, could you do something? And she's like, no, that's
Dude,
your job.
tango, friend.
Oh my god.
She literally told me it was my job. Like, okay, yeah,
Have you
Alright.
have you guys ever kicked a girl out for bad sex?
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean
What
for
about no-
bad sex? Like, no,
Just like
no.
laying there, like what you're saying, laying
I
there.
mean,
and-
literally
No
what Chris
contribution.
just said. Yeah.
yeah.
Like if I was 30 years old and she was 30 years old, maybe. But when you're that young, looking back now, it's like they probably just had no fucking clue. Who the hell taught them, you know?
Okay, I'm saying like in like your 20 range, like 20
Like
to 25.
prime age.
I think I'm the youngest one here. So, yeah. Like your prime age, like, you know, you've had a few partners now, like you know what the
should
fuck
know what you're
you
doing.
should know what you're doing. You know what's going on.
I mean, let's just say that it is known for a fact that both partners have had multiple sexual partners, and there's no reason why you shouldn't know crucial things. Then,
Mhm.
I would totally kick her out, because at that point it wouldn't be about the sex being bad. It would be like, wow, you are really inconsiderate.
But you've never
Like-
thrown a woman out of your room before?
No,
Yeah,
because as
definitely
I
have.
got older, I came across more women that actually knew how to have sex.
Okay, but like
you had a better screening process.
Okay, yeah, you had a better screening
I mean,
process.
Oh,
when
my-
I was 19, I was like,
Please fill out
You
this paperwork
interested?
before we get it on. Thank you.
you know, and if they said yes, you know, it was on, no matter their, you know, talent level or whatever. You know, so that's kind of how that went. And, you know, it just kind of stands to reason when you're doing that, you're going to encounter someone who just lays there and does nothing. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just like,
Yeah,
well,
that was
I'm
just
going to
my
get mine,
younger
and then
years.
you go the fuck home. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's
just,
actually
my-
pretty like close to mine. It was laid there, didn't do anything, and like I was just struggling with it. I was like, yeah, this is not fun for me anymore.
Yeah.
Like
And it's not
I'm gonna
fun.
go to
It's like-
bed.
Oh no,
Yeah.
my first couple of years was fucking god awful, and I spent a long time thinking that there was something wrong with me. And
There
then
is.
I learned that it does take two to tango. And
There's nothing wrong with you, Nathan. You're
like
beautiful.
when you spend like the
Aw.
first couple of years of your sex life having nothing but those type of sexual partners that just lay there, the first time you come across one that actually, like, I don't know, does something besides
Participates.
act like a corpse, it's like, wow, sex is great.
This is
Yeah.
how it's done.
You
Oh,
should have
wow.
stopped looking for dates in graveyards.
That's what it felt like. But I did grow up in the South, and you know,
The other half of his selection was his cousin, so
yeah. Which, you know,
Well, you know,
brings us all
just
the way
you.
back around to, if you find a partner that you want to be sexually active with, just talk about what you like.
that's fair.
And stop,
Yeah.
normalize discussing what the fuck you like, so it's not some sort of fucking game.
But it's
Yeah.
all a game.
You know what drives me nuts is like whenever like you're having those like first kind of conversations, like, okay, you know, what do you like in sex? And you're like this, oh, it's a surprise. No, fucking tell me, because I want to know, so that way I don't ruin the moment.
Right.
Like, tell me. I don't want it to be a surprise. I would like to know so I don't fuck it up or do something that you don't like that is just gonna kill the mood.
And it just, mine would be easier just to tell me what you don't like. You know,
Yeah.
that's a good way to start. What do
That's
you not like?
absolutely a good way to start.
Yeah.
That would have been a great conversation for the chick that Don hooked up with before he spit on her butthole or whatever it was.
Exactly.
Exactly, Don. You need to have these kind of conversations.
I get the feeling.
Oh, that wasn't a hookup. That was a girlfriend.
I get the feeling that
Damn.
she was probably unaware that she didn't like that herself. I get the feeling that she's just never had
Fairly
anyone
good
spit on
chance.
her,
That's probably a
and
good
it
chance.
just took her by surprise.
You know, I'll admit, you know, I didn't pull it off well. You know,
Okay, now
You
I
had
know
one of those
allowed-
grizzly spits. It was like,
I allowed the moment to just drop. It was
Is it-
literally a record scratch
Yeah.
moment, and I didn't pick up the needle and set it back on the record. I just let it sit there and go.
All right. So now,
Damn.
now
I'm
you
a
have learned,
boomer.
Don.
I know that sound, Don. I'm a boomer. We're both boomers.
Mhm.
I mean, I know what
I know
the
the
sounds like
too.
when it's.
Yeah.
at the
No,
end of the
Nathan, you're
record,
too
but-
young. You're too young. Stop.
I'm
it.
the youngest one here, and I know what it sounds like.
Yeah, Nathan, you're too young for this stuff.
Yeah, Nathan.
We
Do you remember
really
when we
shouldn't be
were?
discussing this with him around?
Yeah. You guys remember younger when you thought like getting a hand job was fucking cool too?
It was
I still
when you
think
were
that.
young.
What?
I mean, actually, it is pretty. Like, if a hand job is done well, it's still a pretty
Okay,
fucking cool thing.
one on
I'm not gonna
one
say no.
in a bed. You're not gonna never say no, but like one on one in the bedroom, like use your fucking mouth or something, or use something else, you know. But like,
No one can jerk me off better than I can jerk me off. I'll tell
Dude,
you
there's-
that
that
right
is
now.
a very true
Yeah.
statement. However, I'd like to see someone try.
yeah, I mean, no one knows no one knows
I
yourself other than
never-
us. Yeah,
You know, I never don't appreciate the attempt
yeah,
at beating
True.
what I can do best.
exactly.
Yeah. I've been perfecting this art for years, lady. Good luck.
I've been perfecting it for 10 to 20 years. Good luck.
Good luck. So I
can do it in 30 seconds.
I want to bring this one up since we're on the topic of sex and shit. Simon just typed in my chat and said that he once stopped eating a girl just because he needed to cough. I'm assuming that's what he meant to say. He said, I needed to couch, but I'm assuming he meant
All right.
cough.
All right.
She got mad and pushed
He
me back
wanted to
on
couch.
and yelled, keep going. All right.
Well,
I've
that's rape.
come to the realization over the past, whatever, 10 years of my life that men and women are very different when it comes to getting off. Men, we can take a little bit of a breather, get back on, and pick back up close to where we left off.
Yeah.
Right?
Depends
But
on the
I have found-
situation.
I have found if the situation was there was a bomb outside or something, yeah, you might not be able to get it back up at that point. But I mean, like you're
hard
diving
disagree.
in, you're back and forth, you're stroking, you're doing good, and then you want to just pull out for a second and just kind of let it rest for a second. Do something else to make it prolong the inevitable and then get back in. You're picking back up close to where you left off. But with women, on the other hand, I've discovered that like if you stop, it's kind of like a video game or some shit where like there is no save, there is no auto save. Like you get halfway through it and you die, and now you got to start all the fucking way back over.
You're saying with some women, if you take them out of the rhythm, out of that
yeah.
headspace.
No,
That's
it's not
it.
even a
You start
headspace, bro. It's not even a mental thing. Like it's a
I mean, it's all a mental thing.
sure. But
No,
I
man,
mean,
if you ruin the build
no. So if a woman is
Momentum.
going, I'm about to come, I'm about to come, and then you just stop and
That's
do
it.
something different. And I'm not saying just completely stop, walk over to the shelf or something. I mean, like whatever you are doing right then and there, and you change it slightly. Like you go from doing a little circle to an up and down. Yeah, you just fucking ruin it. You got to start all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that
true.
right there,
Been
that
there.
right there is a fucking flaw in human design. God damn it.
I wouldn't
Because
say like,
sometimes my fucking hand gets sore, and it's like, God
You'll
damn
be
it.
happy to know that not all women are like that.
I
Some are.
guess.
A lot
I
are.
mean, it's not going to benefit me.
Well, maybe not in your current situation, but we'll see how that develops.
I-
After
I'm
you air
just-
your dirty laundry right in front of her.
What dirty laundry?
Fact
No,
that
she and I had
can't
this
hang with
conversation.
the up and
No, no,
down.
no,
She
no.
needs the roundabout.
She needs the roundy round, dude.
Roundy
She
round.
needs around the round. No, she and I had this conversation the other day because we have, we're comfortable with our relationship. We have these type of conversations. And about,
Open communication.
yeah, communication. Who'd have thought that'd have been good in a
These
relationship,
guys.
right?
right?
But it's just one of those things that I have picked up on over the years. But then when you actually have a one-on-one with a girl, it's like, God, that sucks. Because like sometimes as men, we'll get into something and we're like, and we don't have much to go by. We don't know what she's feeling. We can only go by the sounds she's making or the whatever movement she's making. So like we think we're doing something right. Like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this, and you just change it slightly, and then it's like you just fucked it. You just fucked it.
Well,
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
point, just fuck it.
Well, typically that's what goes on.
Yeah.
Or,
You guys ever
but
have, like,
I
a-
mean, her vagina.
You guys ever have
wherever
like
she wants
a
it.
You guys
Yeah,
ever
in her
have-
armpit, whatever,
yeah, whatever. You guys ever have a fuck my life sex moment?
Yeah, all the
Yes?
not lately, but
Not lately?
yeah, I've had plenty of fuck my life
Like-
sex moments.
Like you either like
having
was
one right
attempting to have sex or was having sex, you fucked something up so bad you're like fuck me and you just walk out in embarrassment.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
sure
ever have one of those?
stories? Oh baby, I got one of those stories.
Don, have you ever had one?
But I'm pretty sure I've already told my story on this podcast before.
Not that I can
Maybe.
recall offhand, but
Chris, have
I'm
you?
sure I have. Like actual. You're talking about like actual walk of shame moments where
Walk of
it's
shame.
not shameful
Yeah.
that you did it. It's shameful that you failed.
Yeah.
And you failed yourself. You failed everybody involved. And you're just like throwing your hands up and just walking away.
Yeah.
No.
I can't recall a specific instance, but that's a familiar feeling. So I'm sure it's happened to me.
Well, Cranium, it sounds like you got one on the burner right there. Let's hear it.
I've kind of got one. So there was a long time. This was God, like probably 5 years ago.
That's not even
I
a long
was-
time
That's
ago.
not a long time. I've been with
5
my
years.
girlfriend for 5 years.
Okay.
But he is like 25, so I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
like
fifth of his life, right?
This is a long time ago,
It's
like
a-
back
yeah.
in June 2021.
Okay, this is a long, like I don't know, like so I was talking to this girl, like her and I talked for a very long time, and I readily decided, you're 20 years old, you fuck around a lot when you're 20s, right? I fucked around when I was in college in 19, 20. I was still fucking around kind of, but this one girl, I won't say her name or anything because she still
Yeah, don't dox her.
tune in. Yeah, she'll still tune in from time to time.
Oh, boy.
Just make up a name.
Yeah, we'll call her Samantha.
Yeah,
Call her
it's
Samantha.
Steve.
Steve.
We'll call her Steve.
Steve. So, her and I clicked, like personalities, everything like that. We could like have normal conversations like I'm having with you guys, and we'd always go to parties together. Everybody kind of knew us as that couple,
I think
we
he's
never.
trying to bang us, guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to.
I'm trying to
I
fuck you.
had a chance with Nathan. I mean, I was in Nashville a couple months ago, so
Fair
That's
enough.
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were always like together, hanging out, everything like that. But we had never had sex because we didn't want to like make sex the only thing that kept us together as like in a relationship type. Well, her and I, we weren't drunk or anything like that. We had like 2 or 3 drinks and stuff like that. I was clearly underage at the time, and I was living at a house in Joplin, Missouri, and I lived with 3 of my buddies. There was 4 of us in this house. It's college house and everything like that. And me and her, all my buddies, we were all hanging out. She's there. My friends' girlfriends are there and stuff like that. And everybody starts like doing the touchy, feely, like, hey, we're about to all go back to our bedrooms and bang one out.
Orgy about to break out. Let's go. All
That's what it
right.
sounds like.
Chris,
That sounds
No,
let's go.
Chris is heavily invested because orgy may be involved. No, it wasn't that type, but like we had totally like you could see like people are rubbing people's legs, and kisses are starting to get swapped and everything. One couple goes off.
People are making out.
No,
Not
it wasn't.
French
It wasn't.
kissing, but
It wasn't
making
full.
out.
It wasn't
just-
full blown
just
making out
text.
yet. It was just a little bit of kisses. 1 second, 2 second kisses. and
Nate over
stuff.
here pecking until she's ready to get it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, but you
She
could
doesn't
tell.
like tongue kissing.
You could tell that was the that was the
vibe.
It was the vibe. And her and I, we had kissed, messed around a little bit, nothing sexual like, but we finally decided to go back to my bedroom, and I'm like trying to like I'm building up, I'm like kind of ready to go, I'm ready to go and everything, and she takes off her clothes. I take off my clothes. I can't perform. And it's not because I was like drunk or had been drinking or anything like that. And
You're just nervous.
I was full blown nervous.
Poor little guy.
And this is like, okay, not tooting my horn or anything, but I lost my virginity very young. And I did a lot of stuff in high school and early on in college. This
Good.
wasn't my first rodeo.
Wait,
like,
was it Father O'Reilly?
It was Father Steve, but
God damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Holy
Steve.
Father Steve,
fucking
man.
Steve. But
God
more
damn
or
it,
less,
Steve.
this wasn't my first rodeo. I have done this before. I know what I'm doing. I can get this job done. And I could not perform or anything. And I basically throw up my fucking arms. I walk out of my own bedroom and I leave my house. Full blown, I get dressed, grab my car keys, get in my car, and I leave.
Nice.
You left the house?
I left the house. I was
I don't blame you for that.
I was so like embarrassed because I left the fucking house and just left. I get a phone call from one of them because she got dressed and she just sat on the couch because I drove her there. I went and picked her up. I went and picked her up. So she gets dressed. She goes back into the living room and she's just sitting in the living room. My friends come back out. They're telling me this story because I just went and drove and started driving at this point.
Oh.
Like I needed to clear my head because I didn't know what the fuck just happened. And I get a phone call from my best friend and they're like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm driving." And he's like, and in their mind, like something happened, like he's got a family emergency or something. They're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Dude, I couldn't fucking get hard." And he's like, "Wait, what?" He's like, and I'm just like, "Dude, I couldn't perform. I could not perform in front of her." And so I left. He goes, "You left?
You're not supposed to perform in front of her. You're supposed to perform inside of her.
I know.
I need more details, man. But we need to go backwards. All right.
Okay.
Nathan wants to rewind.
Answer. Ask the questions and I'll answer.
All right. Once you guys were both naked, what'd she do?
She
help matters any, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, she was on top of me. We were making out and French kissing and everything.
She put your dick in her mouth.
We hadn't gotten to that point
Making
yet
out and
because
French
I was
kissing are the same thing. Just saying.
I knew that was a trick or something. We were, she was on top of me. We were both naked, feely, grabby, making out, everything. But I wasn't hard yet, and she's like rubbing me and stuff like that, and like, I don't have an issue. I was 20. I didn't have that issue.
No, I
still
get that,
don't
but
have that issue.
I feel like maybe there was a lack of stimulus from.
There was plenty
her.
There was plenty of stimulus. I can tell you
She was touching your dick.
Cranium suffered from was a little thing we like to call whiskey dick.
Was Steve touching your dick?
Steve was touching my dick,
and nothing happened.
And nothing was going on.
Well,
like the blood flow
sometimes.
was just like cut off. I was flaccid.
Okay,
Yeah, it happens.
I can actually relate to that because my very first time, and granted, at this point in my life, I'd watched a lot of porn. I knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
Not sarcasm at all. And I had a couple of drinks at that point, but same point in time, this is a girl I liked for a while. And, we had that sort of kind of like, there's that like tension there. And, the night comes and we get down to it and fucking nothing downstairs. She's like, "Do you not like me? Would you rather be with
that's the
friends?"
worst. No.
At the time, like, I was like, no, like, I definitely, like, I wouldn't mind being with her. I'm here with you right now, and I definitely want to be here with
Tell me you did that. Tell me you murmured that when she asked you that question, please. She was like, "What are you not into me? Would you rather be with her?" And you're like, "I mean, but I'm into you."
I definitely made a face because she reacted to it, but no, I didn't say that out loud. But I assured her, verbally and then physically, like, hey, like, no, I'm here with you. It's the shower. The shower is too hot, and I mean, to this day, like, I don't like fucking in showers, man. It's hot. It's humid.
Shower
It's fucking
sucks.
It's fucking terrible.
It's okay to do once, but once you've done it one time, it's
Yeah, like when you're
doing that for your first time,
it sucks.
Yeah.
And like you're worried, like, hey, like, I really like this girl, like, and it's just it's not happening, man. So I've been there. I didn't get in my car and drive away.
I straight drove away. I got in my car, grabbed my key. Like, this girl is laying on my bed naked.
I used my words. I was like, hey man, it's like it's not you, it's me. Like, this happens sometimes, even though like it hadn't happened. I later confessed to her. I was like, first time, how was that? But yeah, what made you, I mean, literally run away?
It literally, like, that was the first time that it ever happened to me, and I didn't know what to do.
It's embarrassing, bro.
I was so fucking embarrassed. Like, this girl is laying on my bed naked, and like she was smoke show. Like, definitely one of the hottest girls that I had ever attempted to hook up with. It never happened the second time after that.
That was my
You don't
follow-up
say.
question is,
You don't say.
Yeah.
The one that
is
got
what
away.
happened the next time?
Yeah, like absolute smoke show. She is on my bed, laying on my bed naked, and I get dressed, grab my keys, and I just leave. I don't say a fucking word.
I just can't believe you run away from your own house.
Dude, I left it. I just left. And I couldn't do it. Like, I don't know what it
You
was
didn't
and
try
stuff
to
like that.
explain, like, oh, this never happens. Like
Yeah.
nothing.
I did
just like-
later. I did later on, and then she was like, "I think it's better if we're just friends."
Dang.
And
Yes.
it never happened again.
It never happened again with her. Like, we're good friends to this day, and it's kind of a funny story we indulge on sometimes. But yeah, my dick was never inside
Wait,
of
how
her.
good of friends were you guys prior?
We met
Sounds
in
like
college,
besties.
so not very good friends.
Because
mean,
I've been in this situation before where it was like someone I had known for a long time, and then
No, it
we
wasn't
just
one of
decided,
those
yo, let's give it a
situations.
shot, and it was like just didn't happen, just didn't work.
No, it wasn't one of those situations. We met in college, and I met her in class and stuff like that. And then like I hit her up, and we started texting, and I was like, "Hey, I think you're fucking gorgeous," and stuff like that. And like, "Hey, let's go grab some drinks and stuff." And yeah, it was like literally, my sole intention was to have sex with this woman.
And you blew it.
And
Yeah,
you blew it.
And I full on blew it. I straight blew it, and I left.
Well, I mean, you
and-
didn't, but you did.
Yeah, I left my house. My friend's girlfriend at the time had to take her home, and
So
like,
you didn't even go back and like pick her up. They were just like, "Where are you?"
Oh, I drove.
I'm driving. And
I
you just
drove 20
kept
minutes away
fucking
from my
driving.
house. I drove 20 minutes away from my house.
Damn.
Wow.
But you said how old were
Yeah.
you? 20?
I was like 20 at the time.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I had some pretty fucked up experiences around that age.
The weird
you
part
did.
is, to this day, it has not happened again. It has not
Well,
happened.
that's
It
good.
never happened to me before that, and it's not happened to me to this day.
I didn't you say she
Throw
was
it
like,
back.
oh, is there something wrong
Invite
with
her
me?
over, be like, you know what? This has always bothered me.
Right,
Let's
you're
try
still
one more
friends.
time. Let's try it one more time.
Let's
Get
try
in
it
there.
again.
I mean,
No, then
I'm
it'll
not
happen to him
ex-
again because he won't. Because that's the cycle, man. That's the fucking
See,
cycle.
Here's the thing. I'm
oh my
not
god! Then
exact-
he leaves the planet.
I'm not
Imagine.
exactly single, so yeah, it's like a 50-50. It's kind of
Could
weird.
be.
I'll talk to you guys about that later, but yeah.
I mean, shit, we're on the topic now.
No, well, we'll keep that one out.
Sup, internet?
Sup, internet? No, not that one.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Nothing crashes it like the like when you can't get it up and it's you're already like fuck me, and then she hits you with a, is there something wrong?
Yeah,
But yeah, my dick won't get hard.
My dick does not work.
My
Sorry.
dick's not working. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Chris,
The-
when's the last time your dick didn't work?
Let's hear it.
Never.
That
Never?
didn't
That's what I
involve
thought his
alcohol.
answer
It
would
never.
Your dick has just
E-
worked automatically, no matter what. On
You've never
demand.
gotten like whiskey dick or anything like that.
No, I've always been able to get up.
Oh my god.
But
He's got them strong.
But I have lost my steam halfway through and had to give myself like 5 or 10 minutes and then get back into it.
I think we've all been there.
I think every guy's experienced that. Yeah.
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 And for me,
that's-
it usually comes back to like, either this has been going on too long or it's 95 fucking degrees and I'm going to die if I keep going. And my body is just like, you know what? We're going to shut this thing down so that
Which is your
you don't
dick.
fucking die. And
Yeah,
your
this
dick
does
just-
not need to be at full mass. Like he can go.
right. Need this blood elsewhere, otherwise. So yeah, been there,
Yeah.
man.
Abort!
Oh my gosh.
Drain the pipe.
Need to shut it down for about 5 minutes, dude, and then we'll get back into this. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, take a
smoke
breather,
break.
turn on a fan.
Drink some water.
Yeah, dude. You know
Oh, you got to stay hydrated.
got to.
You get so dehydrated during sex.
Yeah.
Have to. You have to. Like you have to have a bottle of water or something next to you.
Yeah, that way you don't spit. Just pour water on there.
Okay, if you're using water as a lubricant, like
Maybe she was just dehydrated.
I
That's
don't
why,
know.
you know,
Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
just blame it on her.
scenario A happened. If you're dehydrated, you know, you can become irritable more easily. That might be why the result happened.
Yeah, exactly.
We've
Maybe
been
it's-
recording for an hour and 40 minutes. I hate all of you. I'm going to go get dinner.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
All right, sounds good. Well, this has been episode 15-ish of the Savage Den podcast. Appreciate you guys all listening. And yeah,
We'll be
Chris
back
can go
next
fuck himself.
weekend,
like and
won't we?
subscribe and all that fun shit. And yeah, we might be back next week with another one full of you know, us talking about our dicks. So till then, have fun. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.